Aloha and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the truths and the myths about thinning hair. Whether you realize it or not, over 58% of the American male and female population are very concerned with thinning hair and hair loss. Now, many are the opinion that when the hairline begins to recede and the hair starts to thin out, that the hair bulbs or the roots are dead. This is not true. A healthy scalp will produce healthy hair. It is most important that the scalp be kept free from dandruff, oil buildup, and other germs, which cause falling hair and other scalp disorders. Blood circulation and glandular activity may be stimulated in order to overcome the inertia of the scalp. Now, there was a doctor back in 1924 who started working on this theory, and he put it to work with specialized herbs, mixtures, and scalp therapy. I picked that up in the early 70s and went with it, recreated the herbs, and worked on people's scalps. Hair growth comes from the papillae, or that little white bulb that's all the way deep in the scalp. It remains in the scalp as long as you live. Now, complete atrophy of the papillae is extremely rare. Therefore, since the papillae are not the roots or the matrix of the hair, a healthy new growth of hair may be prompted or promoted with the proper stimulation, physical therapy, and most important, the correct cleansing of the scalp. Now, proper nutrition and exercise are a key to a healthy life, but the scalp is rarely considered into this regimen of good health. Many times, hair that appears healthy may have underlying problems. Damage caused by stress, harsh shampoos, chemicals, and dandruff can be revealed under a simple analysis, which targets your particular problem. The most common causes for hair loss are dandruff, oily scalp, and dry scalp. And psoriasis are as follows. Stress causes a chain reaction on the nerves, the nervous system, and it triggers ill effects to the well-being of the body and the mind, but it also affects a muscle inside the scalp, which is called the erectopili muscle. And this is the muscle that will actually raise the hairs off your hand, the back of your neck. Over here in Hawaii, we call it chicken skin. You may call it goosebumps. So when you're stressing out, these hairs or that muscle will make stand up. Nervousness, another one, a state of excitability with great mental and physical anguish, causes unrest and emotional stress. Now, what we found in the past few years is that anxiety is abnormally high arterial blood pressure or a state of high emotional tension. Now, anxiety is worse than stress because it makes you think of what may happen. There are things you can't control in life. So if you want to keep your hair, stop trying to control them. All of the above affect the scalp and the hair. Also, harsh shampoos. Hairsprays will build up, gels will build up, and they can clog the scalp pores. There's no saying that you shouldn't use these things. You should, if that's part of your hairstyle and your daily regimen, but they do need to be cleaned off the scalp. They cause thinning hair, they cause dryness, they cause dandruff, they cause psoriasis and eczema, which we'll go into too as we go into these little segments. Now, through a regimen of proper cleansing, scalp manipulation, by brushing the hair, and the right herbs, you will see and feel the most rewarding results after using Hawaii's Rain products. This is an old-fashioned boar bristle brush. Women brush their hair for 200 years with these brushes, and it's the best way to exfoliate your scalp. Our scalp cleanse is made to do a few different things. First of all, it's gentle. It won't hurt hair color or any chemical service that you get. But this product will clean the scalp from buildup, and it has also helped a lot of people that have psoriasis and eczema. Is it the most wonderful product in the world? Nothing is the most wonderful product in the world. In fact, we get letters saying, I see that you have sodium lauryl sulfate in your product. And there's been a myth going around about sodium lauryl sulfate, so let's clear that up right now. This is a book on cosmetic ingredients. And if you look it up, It's going to tell you a few things about lauryl sulfates. First of all, they're wetting agents. The wetting agent means that they emulsify if they're used in bubble baths, emollients, creams, cream depilatories, hand lotion, soapless shampoos, and even in toothpaste. So they're prepared by sodium lauryl alcohol. They're salts. That's all they are. They're used for getting lather going. Most Americans and most human beings love lather. So if somebody tells you my product is all natural, well, folks, if it has a preservative in it, it's not natural anymore. Let me go a little further. They're wetting agents and they lower the water's surface tension, which means you can lather up pretty good. But here's the best thing. They're used for cosmetics where mildness is important, such as in shampoos and lotions. And they've been used in baby lotions for years. So take this thing that people are telling you and really do your research.